Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy StormSage coming to you with another TemTem video, and I'm actually going to go over some of the battle mechanics that come with TemTem. I actually was able to, after my stream, that stress test stream, I was actually able to get some gameplay. It was able to, the servers kind of settled down a little bit. I was actually able to get some gameplay, some TemTem gameplay of some battles, 2v2s with some of the trainers that were on the route. I finally was able to get past that patch of grass. I don't know what was going on, but I was finally able to get to it. So I'm actually going to go ahead and go through that information with you. We're gonna watch some of my gameplay here. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna explain what's going on with this TemTem gameplay. And if you want more TemTem content from this channel, please drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know how much you're loving the TemTem experience. I'm just getting into it. I'm so mad at myself for not jumping in a little earlier, but we're in it now. So that's all that matters. Also, make sure you hit that dinner bell, ding, ding. And also make sure you Rasengan that subscribe button for me. I do appreciate it. All the assistance, help, you know, anything you can provide. But we're gonna go ahead and jump into the gameplay here. And so I have my Tuwa. As you can see, my Tuwa is actually pretty hurt right now. But my Tuwa, I was kind of like leveling up a little bit. Ooh, and Crystal. So the cool thing about it is that it's just like Pokemon. When it comes to the 2v2 battles, you can gang up on one, gang up on another. Another cool thing is, again, you get that as soon as you defeat a Pokemon, you get that experience. As soon as you defeat a TemTem, I'm sorry, you get that experience. So that's already just like it. Now, you can't start off. What I will say, you can't start off with your strongest attack, right? So you can't. I just can't come out and Wind Blade. Tuwai has to actually use either. I'm sorry, Shrill Voice. Shrill Voice is the strong attack. You have to either peck or peck or Wind Blade first, and then you're able to utilize your bigger attack. And Shrill Voice actually is a wonderful attack, as it actually targets both. So it's a wide area of effect attack. Looks pretty cool as well. So just the sound effects. I am gonna say, this is gonna sound crazy, the sound effects sound better on TemTem than Pokemon. I hate to say it. Those sound effects look super crisp. So this is me. All right, so we're gonna go into our backpack here, utilize our bomb, heal up our TemTem real quick, and go back and start. Ooh, everybody wants to battle. Of course, everyone wants to battle. Ooh, okay, we have another battle here. Random Pajaro. Oh, as you can tell, it was a little laggy. It was just a teeny bit laggy. I was putting in so much work when we were playing this. All right, so we're going. I just love how drippy, how drip my character is, man. I just can't get over the fro. A couple other things. So we're gonna go ahead and move on. This is our first trainer battle, actually. So we're gonna go ahead and go over this first trainer battle. Like I stated before, just don't mind the frame rate. We're trying to get a good idea of the battling. Ooh, this is my first time seeing this pig TemTem. So there's a pig TemTem here. All right, and again, we want to talk that pick-a-pick. We want to take care of that pick-a-pick right away. Again, see, only Peck and Windblade are available to me right now. Okay, listen. There's a couple of times here where I accidentally clicked on my other guy, and the way that the way that it works is that your control stick or whatever you're using, when I was using the keyboard, it's not the way that it was. It was up and down, left and right. But I was kind of trying to do left and right here. Like it's hard to explain. But Shrill Voice, I was able to get my Shrill Voice off. It's weird because Shrill Voice was like a 2 per attack, but every time I used it, it didn't hit both TemTem. It only hit one. But I'm sure that's just a bug, like a pre-alpha bug. Okay, Peck. Ooh. Windblade. Windblade looks amazing, by the way. That Windblade animation is crispy. Very crispy indeed. And it took a little bit of time. I will also add, it took a little bit of time for my TemTem to level up. I went through a couple, you'll see me go through a couple of battles here. And it did take me a while to level up the TemTem. So if you're grinding, if you're gonna be going in trying to get your TemTem a higher level, yeah, it's gonna take some time. Now, I did use bomb often. So the main difference I saw in the beginning is that you can't just like here, you just can't keep going through trainers without healing your TemTem up. You have to heal your TemTem up. It is a necessity. And the amount of trainers and the amount of damage that goes into these battles are, you know, each battle has some weight to it, which is awesome. We're battling these two guys. They're like two, so this is cool. They're like two trainers. You can see this coming in the future where you're battling two people, and then you and your boy could be battling two people. Kind of like a 2v2 kind of sort of deal. So you love to see it. So Windblade, or am I packing? I'm Windblading. Are we Windblade? Ooh, took away a lot. Grass Blade, cut him. Hey, that crystal sound is so nice. Okay, he has a scratch. Yeah, see, I'm right on the tip, bruh. Right on the tip from leveling up. All right, we're gonna do Grass Blade. We're gonna Grass Blade him again. And I want to use, the funny thing there is I wanted to use Shrill Voice, but I'm like, it's probably unnecessary, right? I know what I need. Tataro's knocked out. We took him out. Level 7. So I finally get to level 7 with my TemTem, and you see the stat kind of go up. And it looks like that sun at the bottom is the currency. So the sun is the currency for TemTem, some type of money currency. I thought this was going to be a secret trainer to the right back here, but it's just your normal run-of-the-mill, teach you how to jump off of off of these hills, these ramps here. I don't know if there's anything to these speaking to them in a certain way. Maybe there will be. Maybe you can unlock certain items or certain quests. I don't know. This guy came out of nowhere, by the way. Greedy Tamer. And what I wanted to state too is that they're using a lot of Tamer language. The cards, the digital TemTem that we saw earlier. A lot of people are comparing this to Pokemon. I'm comparing it more to Digimon as far as the feel, as far as the type of wording they're using. It's more of a Digimon game to me than a Pokemon game. You don't have like Digi-Evolution and stuff like that, and I don't know what the egg system's gonna be like, but you know, Digimon really leans on the egg system and rebirth and, you know, all that stuff. But this is more Digimon to me. Even the look of them look more digital, more Digimon to me than Pokemon. Ooh, that Shrill Voice. Again, looks like that Shrill Voice didn't attack both people, but that Pick-a-Pick is going in. And those Pick-a-Picks, what I saw was they were pretty beefy, but they give good experience. So I never use Mirror Shell. Mirror Shell, I never had a reason to use Mirror Shell, but Mirror Shell basically is a special attack defender, just like Mirror Coat. Basically your Mirror Coat of TemTem. Grass Blade, and that Pick-a-Pick is gone. The Pick-a-Pick goes out, and we get a more experience. And we get one of our glitches. So this is a glitch. Of course, I defeated him. You would imagine that should be it. But yeah, I get into a glitch here. So there's nothing really to say here. Look at that. I just sit there. So I just wanted to show you guys some gameplay of the actual. I wasn't able to show you actual battles and gameplay other than the one I fought against, I guess, my rival Max. But I wanted to show you guys a quick video displaying the fighting, kind of the type of tamers you're going to be fighting as well. And that's will give you a feel for the combat. What I will say is that in one of these battles, my Tekaru, or my bird, or my Toucan Sam, I should call him, he actually got winded or lost his energy because I used up too much of his attack bar. which is another little wrinkle in the gameplay. So it's not just going to be A, B, C, D. It looks like you're going to have to think about which attacks you use at which time, which makes the layer of difficulty, a lot higher for what you can do later on down the road. Hopefully they do something with levels where the difficulty a lot of times is to keep your team at a decent level for late game content. You want everybody to be at the same level. Hopefully they figure out a way to make maybe the last leveling around 70 when you get to that last gym, that last area. That's my hope. Another thing I want to say is that the initial feel of the game seems grindy. Okay, now I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Casual Pokemon players might not feel comfortable with this game at first, but it feels like this is going to be more of a grindy experience than Pokemon. Pokemon's not really grindy unless if you're a end gamer, right? You get into end game, you start doing EVs, SVs, egg hatching, looking for specific Pokemon with specific attacks, moves, and if you're getting into the end game of Pokemon, then it sounds like this is going to be something you love to do or something you like to do, because there seems to be a lot to go with. I think in one of the earlier slides, and I wish I had it here, when we're looking at the stats of the TemTem, let's just look at the stats here. Look at the stats. Standard stats, we have HP, looks like a stamina stat, speed stat, attack stat, defense, special attack, and special defense. So looks like we're going to be getting, here's what are going to be our standard stats. Looks like stamina is the only one that kind of sticks out to me as something different. And again, that stamina bar I talked about, it's just your bar. You have to gauge and think about your stamina when you're doing attacks or doing moves. You just can't sit there and shoot out fire spin after fire spin after fire spin, right? Or fire blast, I should say. Fire spin is not really that sweet of a move, unless you're, watching the anime. But yeah, it makes it so that you have to think about your attacks, the way you put your attacks. You just can't come out and shoot a huge attack right away in the beginning of the battle. You have to progress towards it, and you got to think about the way you're stacking that ladder or stacking those blocks to the top. So it's so that layer of gameplay is well met. So hopefully that exceeds my expectations. But I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a gameplay. Wanted you guys to see exactly what was happening when we actually get the battle. And I didn't want you guys just to get a kind of a first initial playthrough with no good battling. So I'm gonna go ahead and post this up for y'all. Quick video, nothing crazy. But if you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section. Again, January 21st, we're gonna be TemTem out of our mind. I'm actually thinking about doing a very long late night stream of TemTem the first night it comes out. I'm on all socials right now, but my main, again, Twitch, Avidly, twitch.tv/Sage Network _. Come check me out. Like I stated before, we will be streaming on all platforms. So if either you're on Mixer, Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube Gaming, wherever you feel comfortable watching me, I will be on that platform streaming that night. We'll be doing TemTem. I'm probably gonna play like all night. To be honest, I'm probably gonna play for a long time. I am super excited for TemTem and to get that and to make sure that game is good and kind of get a feel for it. So that's my video. If you have any questions, concerns, again, give me a like, drop a comment. I love you guys. Again, Sage Network out. Peace.